Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be starting a new Runescape series on this YouTube channel, and what we are going to be doing is we're going to be spending a little bit of this money first before we go tossing it onto a different account. The plan is that this is going to be like a sort of from scratch series. So first we got to get rid of all our money, and then we'll get into what we need to do next. First I'm going to buy this respawn teleport, and then I'm going to go insure some pets, so I'll talk to you while we're doing those things. Now, one of the first things that you're going to notice about this series is going to be fairly similar to Gun Chili's series, In Debt for a Pet. Now, this is inspired by that, and I'm not going to deny it. I love Gun Chili and IDFAP, and he is a very great YouTuber, and he has very great over edits, as I'm sure you'll see that I will as well. And so, the first thing that I want to mention here is that when I get a pet on this account, since I do plan to go for at least most of the pets, is whenever I get a pet, I'm going to cut my bank in half. I'm going to sell everything and take half the value, and I'm going to do a drop party with half of that value. Sometimes it'll be in free to play, sometimes it won't, and the main goal for that is instead of giving it to some kind of greedy, you know, a greedy, dirty dual arena staker, that actually goes to somebody who may need it. Maybe I'll go for bonds or, you know, whatever else. So you never know. There's always options, and I think it's going to give a bit more variety, and we'll see how it goes. I only have 2 pets right now, if I can find them in here. I have Mole, and I have Zora. Now, I never use them, which I do plan to change. So I never really insured them. I never found a reason to insure them. So that's going to be one of my one of the first things that I want to do. I don't know why I came here when it's in Arty and not, you know. No, I'm not quite sure how to do this. Do I just use it? Sure. And this one as well. There we go. Alright, now it's time to sell everything and then toss it all onto a different account. Alright, so here we are. We have our entire bank right here. It used to be more than this. I used to have around a 180 mil-ish bank until about last week, where I died at Sire, and I logged out at Sire, and I woke up dead, and I had a 50 mil cash stack on me, plus pretty much max melee gear, so I lost about 90 mil. You can see the pain and agony in my face. So I figured why not just get rid of everything else too. Alright, so this is my alternate account. I am in the middle of making a Zerker. I've gotten pretty far. I got the Dragon Defender, or the Rune Defender, I got the Fire Cape, I got the Fighter Torso. So all the really annoying things are out of the way. So now all I have to do is just hand over the money here. Let me find it. Alright, so first we're going to do this. Alright, just making sure that this is my other account. Alright, so now we have nothing. Now the 3 mil in this bank right now, let me just make sure we restall the placeholders. Pretty much this is just now untradables and Slayer Helms. I didn't want to get rid of my Slayer Helms. I love my Slayer Helms. I have some clues in here, granite dust, some random things. I didn't want to get rid of my rune pouch, any untradables. Kind of the same thing as Gun Chili, like I mentioned before. This is empty. There's nothing in here. It's all gone. So, alright, let's see what we're going to do first. Alright, now obviously I don't have... Oh wait, I gotta get rid of these as well. I'm not a hacker cheater. Alright, so I killed some guards, and what I did here was I just sold the bones, Iron Mason from the corner, and some iron bolts I got, because why not? And I got 373 GP. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to buy a pickaxe and a chisel. Now, if you're a decently high level, you'll know what this is going to be used for. We're going to be crafting some blood runes. Now, I think the other optimal way to do this would be to maybe train smithing, make some dart tips if you don't have the high rune crafting level, or to just do fletching. Fletching is pretty much profitable on pretty much all levels, so it's pretty much always a good idea if you're doing a rebuild or just whatever. If you don't have a lot of money or you're just looking to make a little bit of money, that's pretty AFK. But for me, I definitely believe that the best option for me would be to do this. I could do these clues, but I just don't. I feel like if I just got ranger boots right off, it'd be a little bit of cheating. So I'm not going to opt for that. I'm just going to do this blood rune crafting, and I'll see where I am in about an hour or two. Alright, so I got my first inventory of Dark Essence. I have a 1 hour timer on the side here. We'll see how that goes. Right now, I think I have everything for this, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, yeah, I haven't forgotten any items. That was my big concern, was there was an item that I had forgotten. Now, the thing about this is, it doesn't matter what pickaxe you use, which is why you don't need a dragon, you don't need a rune, you can just use a regular bronze pickaxe. You'll get your essence all at the same rate. So that makes it so it doesn't make my GP per hour any slower than it would be just on average. And this also, gets up rune crafting, which of course is a fantastic deal on my end. And there's a chance of a pet. So if we get a pet here, we could do like a 150 GP drop party. Alright, so I just got my very first inventory finished of blood runes. It gave me 212. That's already 50k for the rebuild. Not too shabby. I'll take that. We're only about we could do probably 7 inventories. That's like 350 GP an hour, pretty much with just 300 gold. So I think this is probably one of the best routes, especially even more so since I get the rune crafting XP like I mentioned before. All right, I'll see you guys in an hour. All right, so I'm about to finish my very last inventory here. The timer is just about up here. We only have 1.5 minutes left. Now, I definitely did not do this as efficiently as I should, as you can see right there. I pretty much already messed it up. So, we'll see how much I make here. Alright, after the price check. Alright, so about 1 hour of being broke, I have made 250k. Now, that's pretty solid. Now, one thing that I want to do is I do have a gargoyle task right now. So that would be nice. So I'm going to actually go spend a little bit of this money. Alright, so this is how I spent my money so far. I got some monkfish, I got some prayer potions, and now I'm going to go and start my gargoyle task. Now I got some pretty discount gear here. I got my void, I bought some rune boots, glory, wealth, pretty generic gear so far, so we'll see how I do here. It's not the best, but I guess we'll see if we can make it work. And I may or may not have forgotten to get a rock hammer to kill gargoyles with. That sad feeling when you bring runes for alks and you're still on ancients from when you died at Sire and lost 90 mil. Alright, and that is the task completed. Well, let me just use my pool here and we can do a really quick price check. And now, let's see here. I started off with 250k. Let's see if I made at least a little bit of that back. Alright, I definitely have. So now our bank's value is going to be somewhere around 600k. And I will go out and grab a new task, and then I'll go sell that, and we can upgrade our gear again a little bit more. Alright, what am I going to get? Abyssal Demons. I think I smell a whip incoming. And normally I'd be pretty excited about this because it'd be a chance to get the Abyssal Orphan. Probably my favorite pet in the game. Let's see how many KC I have at Sire. I have 1,545 kills. So I've done a fair bit of Sire, but of course I did lose a fair bit of money. They're probably way more than I had actually made doing Sire. So it's going to be nice to go and do some Abyssal Demons and just get the whip drop probably. Alright guys, I'm going to be wrapping up today's episode. And now just any words about when I was halfway through editing this video, my roommate, who is also my brother, came to me and said, what if we did instead a duo to all drops? A YouTuber called by the name of Topaz Ring did a similar series, but he got into some pretty illegal activities as far as RuneScape goes, and he no longer does the series. So I think that would be a good idea if we picked it up and put that content out there. Now, I do like the in depth for a pet's way of going, where when you get a pet, something happens. It can be good, it can be bad, or however you want to do it. So for this, if we get a pet, you can unlock one free item as long as you have the money to purchase it. Now this would kind of be a get out of jail free card for some certain items, like a Dragon Warhammer. But of course, if you unlock the Dragon Warhammer, then you have to have 60 mil to go and buy the Dragon Warhammer. So I think that's a pretty fair trade-off. So the way that this would work was if I got an Abyssal Whip right here, then that means he would be able to buy an Abyssal Whip. Now, if I get a pet and I unlock the Dragon Warhammer, that does not unlock it for him. He would still have to go get the Dragon Warhammer or get a pet himself. Now, I personally think that this sounds like a really fun and interesting idea. It'll make getting the pet that much more exciting, because if you're grinding for an item, and let's say at Bandos, and you get the pet instead, then suddenly you don't have to grind Bandos anymore. You can just go and unlock the task sets, which I think is a very interesting idea, especially since we're starting from scratch now, and you have to buy all your supplies, and you have to earn the money, and then, I think it'll be a very interesting journey that I am very, very happy to take. So that is going to be the end of this video, unless I get an Abyssal Whip before the end of this task, in which case I will be seeing you again. But until then, I do stream occasionally from time to time. I'll put my Twitch in the description of the video. I don't necessarily have a schedule right now. I do still work a full-time job, so with the videos and everything else, I will try to find a little bit more time to put into streaming and putting more time into this content. I'm not exactly sure how everything else is going to go. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want, and I will see you guys in the next video.